What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, along with Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over this world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. We had an interesting time yesterday. You know what? You share the show, everybody. Let me share the show. Cause y'all be making me go places. Y'all be making me go places. Let me share this show, cause some people, Robert, you ain't shared it. Hold on, let me make sure. Robert, I see my people on there. Look, I see my people. I see my people on there. I see y'all. I see y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a sec. I'm sharing the show myself over here. Then I'm sharing it with my groups. Let me do this a little bit, but I see you, Mr. Harris. I see you, Mr. Moody. I see you, Mr. Anderson. I see you, Jay Jackson. I see you, Mr. Reese. Boy, they're my guys, man. Y'all understand, man. My people over there. Hold up, I'm trying to find this other group I'm a part of. There it is. Okay, I got that. Then I go over here to YouTube. YouTube got their own little special way you can share the show. Uh, you know, and you can't do it until you own the show. The show is actually live. See, so that's why I do have to do this every single day. So I send that to Twitter, and then I go to my Twitter, right? I go to Twitter, and then I go. Let me see. Let me make sure. But what's up, everybody? I see you, HR. Bartholomew is in the building. I see you, man. I see you. I'm gonna get to y'all in just a second, boy. Y'all know, boy, y'all did the right thing. Y'all, I'm telling y'all probably need to text, tag, and tell somebody else. It ain't gonna be no fun if your homie can't get none of this today. Ain't gonna be no fun. No fun. No fun. Sonya, what's up, babe? What's up? I got my girl. Oh, I'm good. Sonya, I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. But let me get back to my text. Let me get back to my it's just so much stuff, man. I see captions. I watch. So I consume a whole lot of information. Uh, Mr. Wheatfall and Sonya and I saw this thing that's trending, and this dude Ashton Genty, uh, the running back from Boise State, grew up an Army kid, traveled with his dad in the Army. But I don't know the particulars, but the captions. One day he said he's touring a $12.5 million mansion as a rookie. You don't know where you're gonna be there. You don't know how when they're gonna cut your little ass. You're running back the lowest paid position in football, other than the safety. What are you doing even touring a $12.5 million mansion? That's how they get us. Somebody that sick this girl on this man, this real estate agent on this. Y'all go look it up. They say touring. Then one thing say he's shopping. Brandon Wheatfall, I know it might not mean nothing to y'all, but I spent 30 years in this business watching people do athletes like that. And anything I can do to point a finger at it, I'm gonna point a finger at it. So where was I? I'm just going to see that somebody send me something that why, because I go into this, I was on a Zoom call and I go into maybe before I come on the show, I kind of go dark. And, and then I go back and check and see if anybody text me something that might be what's up there, Lessa? But I guess. Ain't nobody sent me nothing that's important. So let's get it cracking. Give me a little drink. Y'all know what day this is. Lester, you know what day this is. Lester, this happened to be August the 5th. Somebody tell me what's significant. He said, I read the article early on Outkick. See that? There's no way. No way a football player. It's million. It's some CEOs of some places, man, don't have a $12 million house, man. Come on, man. Don't even let nobody show it to you. They ain't showed it to none of them white boys. None of them white players. You ain't got but a $30-something million contract. That ain't all guaranteed. And you're running back, you can get hurt. The average lifespan of an NFL player is 2 and 3 years. Boy, oh my God, I love Big Coach. He been watching this show too long. Y'all, it's the anniversary of Black people. Let's not forget. Let's not forget this precious moment in our history. August 5th, 2023 is the day they F-A-F-O. They F'd around and found out. May this day always be a reminder that we'll get it cracking. We'll get it cracking. Hold up, y'all. Share the show, y'all. I told y'all, I tried to tell y'all it's going to be. Watch this, y'all. Watch it. Why do you ladies sound like my sister? Right there. Right there. Sound just like my sister. That man said they dragged me. That's my dude right there. That's my dude. Y'all got to wait a minute because I love this.
That boy finna help that boy. Get up there, young buck.
Get up there, young buck.
Get up there, young buck.
Young buck ain't doing nothing when he got up there. He was tired as hell by the time he got there. Look, young buck was tired.
He tore his ass up. They tore his ass up. We got action, baby.
They said we got action.
Arrest their ass. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
About that boat, baby. They ready to move on.
They ready to move on.
He ready to run. Yeah. What's up? Yeah.
Ooh.
Woo!
They're ready to move some.
They scared. Look at them. They scared. Woo! Beat their ass. Woo! Oh, my God.
Look at the police. She backing up to the security.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. Oh,
somebody gonna get back in the water, man. Man, don't be hitting the lady, though.
She whipping her ass. She better put her in the water.
Oh, it's too late. In the
water. Tie his ass up. Because y'all were wrong.
Don't hit nobody else, man. What they do? They gonna run down in. Hold up. Well, I'm gonna run down in. You gonna run down in the water. Hold on. Hold on.
Woo!
Nobody gonna go down in the water.
Jump in the water.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, y'all. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it. I had to do it. Who remembered that? Who remembered that? Y'all, I didn't put it up there, so I'm not going to talk about it today. I might talk about it tomorrow, because I didn't finish, getting all my information. So I'm gonna put a dot by that one. Watch me put a dot by that one. See, y'all, I got a little system here, and I try to be, as efficient as I can. I got little things that I want to talk about, just little notes that, hey man, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, talk about this. Then I have to figure out what I want to talk about. You follow me? I saw something. I just want to just throw it out there. Big coach. Who else on there? Sonya. This young man, Tyron Stokes, I think he's one of the top basketball recruits in the country next year, right? And I'm just listening to his little interview. Watch it.
What will go into making your decision? Give me the top 3 reasons why you would choose a school.
Definitely development one. A good foundation, like someone who has like fans and every
Development. Dude, you gonna be there for 6 months. So they're gonna develop you in 6 months. Let me keep going.
like who they put it all into their school, like not just
3 reasons why you would choose a school.
definitely development one.
Big coach, development. HR Bartholomew, development. German Johnson, development. I don't know. I got some basketball people on here. Brandon Weefall, development. What do they mean by development? Develop. Let me see. Sonya said, I should have not watched this Lord upon doing battle ropes this morning. The neighbor's yard man came and clearly started edging right where my workout was going. Sonya, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all look at Sonya Billings. But Sonya, where my guys at? I'm gonna be one and done. I'm the number 1 player in the country. But I'm going a place for development. Is it possible for someone, you to live your life for 17 years, 18 years? Is it possible for 6 months, somebody develop you into something? Talk to me, somebody. Big coach, Bartholomew, Lester, somebody talk to him. Daryl Anderson, Terry Harris. Can y'all give me some basketball people on the feet? Let me see if anybody else I know on there, man. I just need somebody to say something. Because it might happen. I just don't know. It might be possible. But I need to talk to y'all. What's up, Mr. Sullivan? Man, where you been, man? Hey, man, you're running, man. You're running from me, man. You're running from me, man. Ivan Petty, evidently, They promise him Pro Tools, give him some resources to help improve his stock. I ain't talking about what they promised him. I'm talking about, is it possible? I think he can develop being around other elite players in college basketball. Well, I know he gonna go to college on any team. We know he going to college. But he said when he asked him, hold up, maybe y'all didn't hear what he said. Let me play it again.
What will go into making your decision?
What would go into making his decision? He's going to college now.
Give me the top 3 reasons why
The top 3 reasons why he would go to college.
you would choose a school.
Definitely development one.
That's not media training to me. Because he left so much stuff, ambiguity in what he was saying. Anything is possible, but not this one. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Barbara. I don't know. Anything is possible, but not this one. I don't understand that one. He's already redefined, maybe, to be the number 1 player in the nation. He's pretty developed already. Yes. Right. Development is too vague. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. It's too vague. Development. Coach Johnny Jones running for. Oh, Coach Johnny Jones running from me. He always gonna run for me. You know. But always remember, Mr. Sullivan, college coaches really don't even have time to play golf. And I'm gonna tell you something that a wise man told me. Wise man. Name happened to be Kellen Sampson. He told me recently. He said, Coach, one of his mentors, Coach told him a long time ago, when you making your schedule, always try to schedule schools who coach has a single-digit handicap. Ladies and gentlemen, that means he playing a lot of golf and not out here working. So Johnny Jones, it's hard for Johnny Jones to get on the golf course because he working. College coaches, it's hard. When he getting out there to just probably enjoy himself, him and his son. But it's hard for them. It's hard for Penny to get on the golf course. And he developed his single-digit handicap before he became coaching. He could play before he became a coach. So he just play, whenever he get a chance to. But he said, so they hope they develop him into answering this question. That's a good one. That's a good Bartholomew. But y'all got that? I'm telling you, I got that straight from Kevin Sampson the other day. He's busy. So, Barbara Hughes, what you say? Anything is possible, but not this one. What you mean, Barbara? I missed that one. Maybe I'm trying to get you. But welcome, Barbara Hughes, because it's the first time I ever seen Barbara. Forgot when I took myself off the screen, I couldn't talk no more because I got this up on the screen. Let me finish.
A good foundation, like someone who has like fans and everybody like who they put it all into their school, like not just someone who cares about we got a good football team or a good basketball team. I want somewhere where I could go and like have a good time, like actually experience college and go to a nice football game, have a nice baseball team to go to, just experience like school. And then also a school that's not gonna duck smoke. That's it. I don't like duck smoke, so I want everybody on the schedule. If I can get North Carolina.
Just in case you don't know what he said a school that's not gonna duck smoke. She said, I should have absolutely said that as well. That's being too bad. Okay, I got you. He said, I want to go to a school that don't duck smoke. Whoa! Robert Young is in the building. Thaddeus Moody said, really? See, Thaddeus Moody, y'all don't understand, man. We need to, these kids, we got to prepare them. Because I know somebody else gonna tear their head off when they say this to him. I'm trying to prepare him. He said a team that's not gonna duck smoke. So I went a little further, y'all. Just telling me where he gonna go.
Anybody on the schedule, that's all I want.
They know one thing. Louisville didn't duck the smoke. They didn't duck the smoke. We're not ducking the smoke. We're not. You can't sharpen your teeth eating oatmeal, and whether it ends up being the best strategy in the world, I don't know, but that's what we decided. Bring it.
What will go into making your decision? Give me the top.
What y'all think about that? Somebody just text me. Oh, somebody said he is repeating the same information that AJ DeBancer in his past team. AJ stated he won't go to BYU to get better development and get ready for the NBA. But the guy at BYU ain't never developed nobody from the NBA. Did he? Who? Shanquetta. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Kevin Freitman just summed it up right there. Kevin Freitman just summed it up. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. Development, don't duck the smoke. I want to go. I want to go to a football game. Man, you ain't gonna be there for 6 months. Some seasons ain't gonna even be there. Soon as the first course, soon as the first semester over, y'all go to the tournament, you go. Maybe that was media training gets you instead of somebody telling you, man, just how you feel about this? Oh, but that's it. Just me, y'all. When I see stuff, because I miss Arsenio Hall, and I used to love it when he always said things that make you say, Miss Barber. I'm sitting there, just things that make you say, Then these young kids, they have so much on their plate already. This young kid named Darren Peterson, he opens up. Y'all watch that. You can bet on this, y'all. He opens up as a betting favorite to become the #1 pick in the NBA draft. They betting on the kid. They betting on whether the kid gonna be the #1 pick. It's Peterson at a +135, AJ DeBanster as a 145, and Cam Boozer as a 222, +222. All these street prospects are viewed as instant franchise changers in the NBA in 2026. People talking about, can you imagine? Now they got to play a whole season. Things that make you say, I'm betting on Shanquetta's son. It's going to be the top pick in the draft. I'm betting on Kevin Freitman's son. He's going to be the 2nd pick in the draft. I'm betting. You can bet on it. Wow. And then I learned something that I did not know. Daddy's Moody ain't told me this. That Derrick Rose is a chess addict. I wish I was. I just don't like to sit down too long. I got to move around. I love the game of chess. I know one of my favorite movies is The Queen Gambit with the little girl just whooping up on everybody. I know the moves. I've never played a chess game. I know about chess. I've read about chess. I don't sit down that long. That's why I don't play dominoes. I play cards every now and then. But I don't know why I love Monopoly. because they got something to do with money, I guess. I don't know. But I was just thinking about that. Uh, Derrick Rose is a chess addict. Did anybody else know this? I'm today years old when I found out. And his love for chess might be as big as his love for basketball. I'm talking about Derrick Rose. I would have never thought that. Rose has been playing chess most of his life, and that didn't stop when he was in the NBA. He said now Rose has gone all in on chess. Rose recently hosted a chestival full of ballers paired with legitimate grandmasters in Vegas, including the world #1 chess player, Magnus Carlsen. Here's a list of some of the former and current NBA players who attended: Rajon Rondo, Drew Gooden, Tony Snell, Grant Williams, Quentin Post, DeAnthony Melton. I wouldn't have never thought he was Ike Ngwawe. Uh, I'm sorry. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Grant Williams took down Snells in the finals of the head-to-head tournament. Head-to-hand tournament, they call it, while Quentin Post took home the crown in the Blitz tournament. Both were played in front of a packed house in Vegas, including thousands or more watching online. I had no idea about this. I had no idea. And the chess scene in the NBA seems to be taking off. I remember when Wemby went viral for playing chess in the park in New York last year. Jaylen Brown was one of the several NBA bots who can play against that you can play against. A few years ago, Luca even said he prefers chess to Twitter. And with Derrick Rose now hosting an annual chestival for chess GMs and NBA players, chess and basketball have never been more connected. I did not know that, man. Unbelievable. You learn something every day. Who chess? We got any chess players on here? Anybody on here chess? Anybody else is a chess player? Barbara, you play chess? Anybody play chess? You know what though? I got a partner who going, you know what? I got a partner. As of today, I'm gonna go and learn how to play. I'm gonna go and learn how to play. I ain't gonna let these people just, I know the moves. Wow. That is Moody, you play chess. Anybody else? Shanquetta, you look like you play chess. But, all right, let me get into stuff. I don't know where I want to go with this. Big Coach said he decent at it. My father played 3-level chess. I don't know what 3 levels mean. But y'all, I told y'all I had a lot of stuff to tell y'all about yesterday and then didn't. Let's start with Bruce Pearl. Let's start with it. Bruce Pearl. Who have generated generational wealth for himself and his family off the backs of mostly unpaid labor by Black young men. And I've known him to be a trumpet. So none of this surprises me, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know how these parents let their kids play for them. Boy, I promise you, we have a problem. But he said the other day, let me see, I'm trying to find out what he said. What did he say? I want to get it. I want to get it right. I want to get it. I really want to get it right. exactly what he said. Okay. I'm gonna take you through this article and let's go. I've been playing. You self-taught. You taught yourself. Like I said, I know the moves of every piece. I just don't know the strat. I know the Queen's Gambit now, and I know a few things by watching that movie. That movie, I can watch that movie a million times. Not that movie, that whole series a million times. I love her. But Auburn, Mia, watch this. Auburn's basketball coach, University of Auburn, Bruce Pearl, is under fire because of something he said about former President Barack Obama a few days ago. And I don't just me I don't just run off and just says I've been talking about this same Bruce Pearl for years on this show and hoping black parents understand what they're doing when they send him and let him play for this guy. I told them about Tommy Tuberville, who used to be a college coach at Auburn and I think Texas A&M, and now he's in the Senate. It ain't but 100 senators in the world, right? In the whole planet. And he's one of the most powerful men on the planet. And every time it's time to vote for something that got something to do with anything that looked like a person like me, he vote against it. Okay? I'm just helping you out. Yeah. Yeah, Curtis George, I tried to tell y'all this. Now Derek Dooley running for the state, for Senate in Georgia. I try. So they got Georgia, they got Alabama. They trying to. So Hatter mentioned it yesterday. Plus he told us, y'all, it's not over. But he was under fire. Last week, Pearl ripped Obama for sharing a New York Times article. For sharing, you remember all what's the boy name? Kyrie Irving did was shared what Bezos had on his Amazon website. Let me repeat that. All Kyrie Irving, what's up, Joe Lewis? Share the show. All Kyrie Irving did was shared what Jeff Bezos had on his website. All hell came down on Kyrie Irving. Nobody said nothing to Jeff Bezos. But last week, Pearl ripped Obama for sharing a New York Times article about children starving in Gaza. The outspoken coach made it clear that he doesn't want to hear Obama's viewpoints about the crisis in the Middle East. He was the president of the United States, two-term president. Nobody impeached him. One of the best presidents ever in history. And you don't want to hear about. Did y'all hear what I just said? This is what he said to Obama. Disrespectful. You gave billions to Iran and Hamas, creating this mess. And not one word for you calling for them to release hostages. Surrender and end the war. Pearl wrote this on Twitter. We tell our kids what not to put on Twitter. This the kids' coach. Tell Hamas, number one, to quit stealing and reselling aid. Number two, stop attacking HF workers who are feeding the Gazans. And then leave and end suffering. This was Bruce Pearl. This is political. He Jewish. I understand he looking out for his people. But I'm looking out for my people right now. A few days later, Pearl went off on Obama doing an appearance on something called Outkick. Somebody just mentioned that. What the hell is Outkick? Somebody just said that. Who in the hell said something about Outkick on my show, on this show? Somebody said, I saw it on Outkick. I don't know what the hell. Oh, Bartholomew. What the hell is Outkick? Who in the hell is Outkick? The man told, hold on. The man said, hold up, Bartholomew, let me see what you said. I saw it on Outkick. Who is Outkick? I read the article earlier on Outkick. What the hell is Outkick? Who is Outkick? Who owns Outkick? Who runs Outkick? What? Keep telling y'all. Who is Outkick? Pearl went off on Obama doing Don't At Me with Dan Dockage. He's another redneck. He accused the former president of dividing the United States. Please don't tell me Outkick is owned by Fox and Bartholomew cannot come up here and talk about some Outkick on this show. Don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. You got to send me that information, Kevin Frazier. Don't play around. Let me know if that's true. He accused the former president, Eric, talking about Bruce Pearl, in case you're just coming on. He accused Obama of dividing the United States with his policies. I get so frustrated when I hear that a terrible country we are and how racist we are and how this is not the land of opportunity for everybody. Pearl told Fox News Digital. Look, we got a lot to work on, he said. And there is racism that absolutely does exist, and it's wrong. But it's a lot better for my players than it was for their fathers and their fathers' fathers. I want my guys to recognize that they are going to be obstacles. There are going to be obstacles, but not roadblocks. That's what Obama did. That's what he said. However, as our president, I disagree with so many of his policies. I thought that rather than uniting us as a country, he divided us. This is what this man is saying. Everything was black and white. Y'all made it about black and white. Everything was about the obstacles that were against my players from being successful. No, not your players. Them ain't your damn players. I'm trying to teach my guys, I don't want you to work at Subway. I want you to own 5 of them. Y'all go follow his players. I think in many ways, Barack told a different story. That's what he said. But it didn't take long for sports fans to fire back at Pearl for these remarks. Hitman said, that's a good question. Outkick, another special. I don't believe everything I said. I got you. But Outkick. It was founded by Clay Travis. I don't want to read none of that. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. That's why I ain't heard of it. I heard of it, but that's how I ain't never read nothing from Outkick. But y'all watch this, y'all. Somebody said, if you say I didn't like Barack because of his tax policies or something similar, okay, I feel you. But whenever these guys bring out that he divided us, they bring out that divided us card, it's a huge red flag. A black parent is insane for letting their kids play for Bruce Pearl, one fan said. Then another one said, President Obama, by just being a black man, divided this country. Bruce Pearl's racism hated him for existing as the commander-in-chief. I know some white people told me this about themselves. It's outrageous, somebody said. It's outrageous that a fool who thinks Obama divided America has any control over the lives of young black men. America was already racially divided way before Obama and Trump's election as a direct result of why white folks like Bruce Pearl, racism, reaction, revenge. Another fan comment. Another fan said, Bruce Pearl is confusing Barack Obama with the current president, who is currently on the warpath, making sure people who look like his players don't succeed in this country. I hope those black players on Bruce Pearl's team sees this, a social media user added. Then somebody else in it said, we're not sure if Pearl's comment about Obama will impact how players view him. Pearl is getting ready for his 12th season at Auburn, and is coming off his second Final Four appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to go there because, I want to talk. Believe you know, I know who Clay Travis is. Thank you. Recruits, ladies and gentlemen, will still line up and play for him because far too many of us are too weak to stand for anything and see racism as just the price of doing business. That man said, rather than uniting us as a country, he divided us. Everything was black and white. Everything was about obstacles that were against players from being successful. I'm going to repeat again. Bruce Pearl has generated generational wealth for himself and his family, his son, his assistant coach, associate head coach, off the backs of most black unpaid labor of young black men. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Barbara. Happy birthday, Barack. Yeah, you know I said that yesterday. His birthday every day with me. Yeah, you know somebody from Houston went to Auburn this year. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Y'all, this is part of the Auburn experience and living in the South that makes me cringe. He's a proud right wing MAGA and don't even hide it. Black brothers at Auburn, I hope y'all know what to do. Another white man blaming Obama? Not a single black athlete should play for this man. Not none. I don't care how much money they pay. I don't care how much NIL money they gave. Should we call this the Obama derangement syndrome? President Barack Obama, who left office January the 20th, 2017, and these white men still want to blame him for the centuries of racism and white supremacy. A black man becoming president broke their brains and shattered anti-black stereotypes. That's what happened. Bruce Pearl, you coach black athletes, and this is what you think? Wow. Obama divided America? No, people like you did. A black man became president, and instead of progress, many white people took offense simply because they were proud to see someone who looked like them in office. That's all I was. I didn't say nothing bad about y'all. I was just proud. It made my son, it made my son and his people around him look up and say, wow. I told y'all, the owner be listening today. He used to tell me, Dad, none of my friends in none of my classes. No, you in all AP classes. What you need to do is get them and tell them to put themselves in a position where they can be in your class and not you go back down to their classes. It's all right to be a nerd. Barack proved helped me with him saying it's okay to be the smartest guy in the room. It's okay to be smart. Don't let nobody make fun of you because you wear glasses and smart. That's when the division really started. It's not because of Obama. It was because of the backlash of his presence. Recruits. Somebody would still line up and play. Then somebody said, but Robert, why is this? Watch this. I love it. But Robert, why is it that only black men have to sacrifice their careers every time something happens in a southern state? Black male college students are encouraged to fall on the sword. Do black women not attend these colleges? Y'all know what I said. I said N-word what? Black women do make sacrifices. And there are 150 plus other college programs these guys can go to. Playing for Bruce Pearl is a choice. Want to hear that? It's a choice. It's a Jewish man who is also a documented snitch, accusing a black man of dividing the country. It's precisely why Bruce Pearl is the biggest piece of crap in history of college basketball. It's unbelievable. Barbara, it's unbelievable. Harold said, I'm hearing you loud and clear from Howard University basketball camp. Haven't gotten the chance to go to the museum, but been there 3. Okay, do your thing. Herb Southwest size 15. I love the story. Herb, don't get Herb. Don't whip him. Don't whip him. Don't whip him. Herb, I just want us to get smarter. This man can come out and don't represent coaching all these black boys, and they're cussing and calling them all kind of names. He goes to the Final Four and have a Jewish coaches consortium, a banquet. I don't know who attended. I don't know, but that was the name of it. But they get mad when somebody said black. Wow. Where I'm at. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to share with y'all some very, they call her the Michael Jordan of health and beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Carla Gigliotto. Unbelievable. She's FNP, aesthetic injector at Elite Doc Health and Beauty out on Sweetwater, in Sweetwater out in Sugarland. She said, "What's up, Hatter? Don't forget about the free wine she give." Somebody told me, but she it got so, I mean, it's just so many things. Just call that number. She got, I know y'all, so ain't nothing wrong with y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with nobody. But some people, y'all may have some friends that want to enhance their beauty, enhance their health. She specializes in hair restoration with PRP or regenerative therapy to stimulate your hair growth. She got laser hair removal, back, chest, shoulders, neck. You got hair you don't like places. She got this process called Gambella, a fat dissolver for the double chin and the jawline or jawline contour, destroys the fat cells. This weight loss injectables, semaglutide, and terzepatide. That's it, terzepatide, super slim shot. She get the IV therapy for energy, immunity, anti-aging support, skin brightening, vitamin B shots, quick in and out procedure. Get you a glass of wine while you're there. Skin texture tone, pores, acne, scars, uneven skin tone, rough textures, clogged pores. They use the micro needling with and without PRP, platelet-rich plasma, microneedling, deep acne, scars, and wrinkles. It's just got this blue light therapy, laser resurfacing treatments, chemical peels, acne topical kit. She just got a plethora of things that help you with your beauty and men stuff. It's for men too. She got things just for men. What she tell me? She got non-cosmetic treatments tailored, nothing surgical treatments tailored just for men. And give her a call. What's that number? The number finna splash across your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, get this number. Carla Gigliotto, 832-446-3206. You got me? All right. Back in there. Now let me finish. Because I want to share something with y'all. And you know what? I saw this. Y'all. I saw this. Before I go over to that, I'll probably get to that tomorrow. But y'all help me with this. Barbara, I don't know if you're familiar, you had a kid in the summer basketball community, but they said, people sent me some stuff that people are trying to manipulate basketball. They're trying to put their kids on a pedestal, and they know they're not putting in the work. Got a whole lot of videos about my son, but I know his ass ain't putting this work. But I'm paying these guys to put out a whole lot of videos, but I know he ain't putting in that work. Now the climate when it comes to amateur basketball, all the people that control it, they said you only need likes, followers, and clout. What about the work? Barbara, Harold, Herb, Big Coach, what about the work? I can't show you how to do something based off likes and clicks, the guy said. He said, everyone is trying to manipulate the process. Ladies and gentlemen, in this basketball, you're either that or you're not. You can't buy this game. You think you can, but you can't buy it. It's going to become a time where you're going to be put up against one of them. If you don't match up to him, it's on you. But I was going through some stuff. Watch this. I'm just going through some stuff. So watch this. Because I don't hear enough people talking about it. And then I'm going to get back to that grassroots basketball. I'm just going down because I've had some stuff to talk to y'all about grassroots. But this one here, I want somebody to help me with this one. I see ain't nobody got no comments on that one. See, I know when I done hit a sweet spot, nobody comment. Nobody comments. Boy, I've been doing this so long, y'all. Barbara, people sit back. Barbara. I was looking at this young man named R.J. Lewis, okay, who played it for Rick Pitino at St. John's last year. And watch this, Bob. Watch this. Who else? Anybody there? Big coach. I mean, David, you there? Watch this. Y'all talk to me now. I need somebody to talk to me now. This is participation class. This ain't no sit back and watch and listen to Hatter. This is a participation class here. I'd like to see your comments. But watch this. St. John had an incredible season last year, and they ended up being the number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament, right? They win the Big East. They have an unbelievable year, man. Rick Pitino is the darling of the media. He was all on Jimmy Fallon, and he was everywhere, right? The coach. Well, they ended up losing in the second round, right? And everybody saw that game. I know I was sitting there watching. They saw Pitino bench R.J. Lewis, who was an NBA prospect, a top NBA prospect. He benched him the whole in the second half and let him sit down the last 4 minutes. So RJ, everybody talking about it. So RJ decided after the season to put his name in the transfer portal. And not only that, he decided that he's going to put his name into the draft. And he didn't pull out of the draft. He kept his name in the draft. Despite the fact that a lot of people told him, you weren't ready to go yet, man. Go back to college. But he stayed in, didn't get drafted. If he had just stayed in college and come back to college, he would have liked to command $2 million NIL deal. He should have stayed in college. He said he was in the summer league of the New York, the Utah Jazz, ladies and gentlemen, on a 2-way deal. The man had $2 million waiting on him in college. Barbara. And see what happens, Barbara. He's the low man on the totem pole. So what happens in the draft next year? Somebody else gonna get drafted. They're gonna probably be drafting his replacement next year. When he could have had $2 million in the bank instead of playing for this 2-way contract. Tell y'all that later. I got some on that too. Got some. Just going. Just thinking about this guy, Matt Painter. Let me show you a video. Coach had produced. Share this show, y'all. This is good. Watch this. Y'all watch this. Y'all listen to it now.
Specifically about Braden because he was ranked 216th in the class of 2022. He's now the reigning Big Ten player of the year and could very reasonably be the preseason, national player of the year. When did you realize he was capable of this type of college career? Was it during the recruiting process? Because if so, with all due respect, I don't know that the recruiting analysts recognized it.
Yeah. Well, it was COVID, to their defense. Well,
Yeah.
we'll let him off the hook this one time. So it was COVID. So I never saw him play in person. I had a kid decommit from me, and I had a
Head coach said he never saw Braden Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know Braden Smith, Google him. Little old mountain-looking white boy just be tearing everybody a new one for Purdue. But he never saw him. Watch this.
assistant leave our place, Micah Shrewsbury, and go to Penn State. And a guy that had committed to us that he recruited went to Penn State, and then it opened it up. And so we had multiple people in that area keep telling us, hey, like, this kid's for real. Like, he's really, really good. And I'm just like, hey, I don't have a scholarship. When it came open, I just jumped on about 5 or 6 guys and started watching film, all of them national ranked except him. And then I finally came back to it. I just said, like, hey, like this, either I'm getting
all of the guys, there was a national rank except Braden. Coach kept doing his homework.
fooled by film. I said, but this kid here is better than all these ranked. Came open, I just jumped on about 5 or 6 guys and started watching film, all of them national ranked except him. And then I finally came back to it. I just said, like, hey, like this, either I'm getting fooled by film. I said, but this kid here is better than all these ranked guys. Like, this is.
Did y'all hear that? Ain't nobody clicking. I ain't seen nobody comment.
This isn't even remotely close. So I started calling people. So I started calling other high school coaches and different people and some college coaches that had seen him and like different people. He has a couple NBA guys that are in his community that work for the Pacers. So like I felt comfortable with their ability to.
I told you they called other people to see how good your son is.
Evaluate and understand. And they had seen him a lot. And so that piece really jumped out. Then right as I knew, I had a college coach who was changing jobs. I won't say his name, so I won't put him out there. But he called him a basketball savant. And that's when it registered with me right away. Like, I said, well, I know what it means, first of all. I said, so like, this is Pete Maravich. Like, this is Calvin Murphy. I said, because they're basketball savants. I go, guys like that. Kyrie's a savant. I go, like, did you understand like the skill level? And he was like, I totally understand it. And I'm telling you, he reads angles, he plays passing lanes, he sees things before they happen. He's the best passer you're ever going to have. He goes, just taking. And then that's when I pumped the brakes and I stopped calling anybody because I didn't want anybody to be on the same scent. I got him on a Zoom and 2 days later he committed. So
Specifically about Braden, because he was.
Braden going to be preseason, probably first team All-America. See you see that process? Coach didn't throw the coaches, other people, the recruiters under the bus because he said it was COVID. It's one of them COVID kids. There's 2 things in the video. The player, Shrewsbury, took to Penn State is Jamal Brown. He is now at Temple. And after having a career year last year, averaging 5.2 points a game. The player that he replaced, that the young fella replaced. Did y'all hear what I said? When y'all all this whining and hollering. Michael Shrewsbury was Matt Painter's assistant coach. He left him with the Penn State. He took Jamal Brown with him. That opened up a spot for Braden Smith. I believe the coach that called Smith a savant was probably, he didn't want to put him on the spot, Belmont's former head coach, Rick Beard. He retired in 2019. regardless, it's a great story about the recruitment of basketball in college. This kid here is better than all the ranked guys. This isn't remotely close, he said. My question today, coaches, summer basketball. I wish somebody would make sure all the summer basketball people get this. All the high school people get this. What's up, Doc? What's up? What's up, Rick? But Rick, somebody said, Rick, my thing right now is whenever I walk in the gym, I want to be able to ask, who is that? Barbara, whatever you do in life, let's say doc, let come back my nails and feet. No, we can't do that because we can't do that. But I want to be able to say, who did your nails? If my nail tech that good, somebody should say something about my nail. Who did your hair, Barbara? Because if you go get your hair cut by Robert Young, somebody gonna ask you, who did your hair? Robert Young Salon. You got natural hair? You got to fly over there to see him. Google him. But who is that? Rick, when I walk in the gym, Mr. Bartholomew, HR Bartholomew, that is Moody, Herb, I come in your practice. I didn't come to some of these guys' practice, and I did just say, don't nobody scream out, who is that? And the reason I says, I keep talking it like that, because I know my question is to all the kids. Are you doing enough? Rick, I know you train people. Are you doing enough? How hard, do y'all know how hard it is to play college basketball? Y'all know. What most players don't realize, the numbers in high school basketball, the boys is 540,000. The girls are 400,000. Got to remember now, the varsity team decides. Most varsity teams can carry 10 to 15 players. Only 5 players can start a game. The percentage of the percentage of players who play varsity as a freshman, right? Less than 3 to 5% of high school basketball players start varsity as a freshman. Less than 3 to 5%. At large public schools, often 1% or fewer as a freshman. Y'all got to watch me, follow me. At private schools, maybe slightly higher, 5 to 10%. Like a skip, like a resource, due to small enrollment and limited roster depth. Estimated percentage of players who ever start varsity, the percentage, only 20 to 25% of all high school basketball players even start on varsity during the season. Only 20 to 25%. That means 3 out of the 4 players may never start a varsity game. You know the percentage of high school players to score 1,000 points? Less than 3% of high school basketball players reach 1,000 points in their career. 3%, less than 3%. Did y'all know this information? Anybody know this? The average high school player plays 2 to 3 years of varsity. Most don't play all 4. Averages of 6 to 10 points a game. Plays around 20 to 25 minutes per game. The average high school player. Percentage of high school players who play in college at any level, the percentage, watch this, 59,000 boys play in college at all levels, 59. Now you remember I told you 554 playing, but 59 boys play in college on all levels, D3, T3, NIAA, all of them. That's about 10% who going on to play college basketball. Just 10% of y'all. 10% of the kids in Houston. 42,000 girls playing college basketball, all levels. That's about 10% playing on the next level. You want to know the percentage who play in Division I? Division I. It's only 1% of high school basketball players make it to Division I, man. 1%. So when a kid is at TSU, he one of that 1%. A kid is a Southern, he part of that 1%. No, it's the same for girls. 42,000 girls play in college. That's about 10.5% playing at the next level. The guys are 10.9. They're about the same. Terry Harris, about the same. But did y'all hear me? Percentage of players, NCAA, Division I, only about 1% of high school basketball boys, players, make it to the NCAA. Division I. Division I. About 1%, 1.2% of the girl basketball players play Division I. Roughly 1 in 10 players would play in college basketball, man. Only 1 in 100 would make the Division I. Percentage of players who get a scholarship. You got to remember, teams are limited to 13 full scholarships. Approximately, I think they told me approximately 356 Division I basketball programs offer scholarship, including the Ivy League schools. We're going to throw them in there, but they don't offer scholarship. That equals about 4,628 total scholarships. That's it. Division I. 4,628 out of them 540,000. Where y'all getting quiet? Maybe I shouldn't even tell y'all this stuff. Percentage of players. Shout out to De'Aaron Fox, just signed his new deal with the Spurs. This percentage of players who played pro. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. At any level, professional, NBA, overseas, about 1.2 of NCAA men's players go to play professional. 1.2%. 1.2% of NCAA men's players go to play professional. 1.2%. 1.2%. 1.2%. I ain't talking about no Power 5. Power 5 ain't got nothing to do with it. You go look that up yourself, Terry. Because that's not part of my equation here. Going Power 5 or not, it don't matter. But since only 10.9% of high school players make it to college, that means 0.13, even not 1%, of all high school players, roughly 1 in 750, will play any form of professional basketball, including overseas, G League, and lower tier leagues. Percentage of players who play in the NBA? Out of 540,000 boys basketball players, only about 60 to 70 players per year make it to the NBA, drafted and undrafted. That's 0.01 to 0.02%. Or 1 to 2 out of every 10,000 people. What all this mean? Who was that asking the question? What all this mean? What all this mean? So why is this the case? What you mean, why is this the case? All the AAU guys seem to make it from observation. What's the answer to solving the issue? What are you talking about? I'm not telling you to solve no issue. I'm not giving you an issue to solve. I'm just giving you information. I ain't trying to solve nothing here. I'm telling you how hard it is to make it. HR, he said, so why is this the case? And what you mean is the case? Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. Why is it the case? The NBA ain't made for everybody to make it. It ain't no problem to solve. It ain't but 450 spots. You got 500. You got 500. You got 500. Hold on. Let me, Bartholomew, read my lips. You got 550,000 kids in high school trying to get to 450 spots in the pros in 4 years. Added the numbers up. It ain't no what's the answer to solving these? Ain't no issue. Take your ass and do something else. Go play the flute. Go be smart. That's the solution. It ain't no issue. Some people just gifted, like De'Aaron Fox, and some people are not. That man says, so why is this the case? Why is this the case? All the AAU guys seem to make it from observation. Who said the AAU guys make it? I don't know what I know you just started watching this show. What's the answer to solving it? Says it's not an issue. It's okay. The issue is you think your ass son going to the NBA. And I'm just giving you, it's a great chance his ass won't. I'm going to repeat it again for the people in the back sitting there with H.R. Bartholomew. Out of 540,000 high school basketball players, only about 67 of those players make it to the NBA. Drafted, undrafted, signed, all that. That's 0.01 to 0.02%. 1 to 2 out of every 10,000. It ain't an issue. What it means is, I can tell you what it means. Playing college ball, no matter what the level, is very difficult to do. Now, if you meant what my point is, here's my point. Playing college ball, because y'all thinking, man, he gonna get a scholarship. He 2D1. Playing college basketball at TSU is hard to do. At Southern, it's hard to do. At Pine Bluff, it's hard to do. And y'all put y'all nose up against when they call y'all. The higher the level, the higher it get. For Mr. Bartholomew, do you work hard enough to be in that top 10%? Do you work hard enough to be in that top 10%? He said, I asked my daughter's coach, what was the percentage of ladies did division? He told me the exact number. Dude, I'm just the messenger here. Get your degree or learn a trade. You don't have to get no degree. You know what I get tired about being, because I be watching churches, every time, certain time of year, churches give scholarships to kids to go to college. Let's start giving scholarships to get a CDL license. Let's start giving scholarships to get a cosmetologist, esthetician's license, a trade. Let's start giving scholarships out for that too. Everybody don't want to go to college. How many girls go on to make it to the WNBA? It's hard in the WNBA. It ain't but 144 of them, and it's 12 teams. Now it's a couple more teams in. They're in. I'm just telling you how hard you got to work. Do you want this enough? Are you doing enough to try to do this? Let me keep going. Then I looked at the EYB. Dude, it ain't me. I'm just giving you the numbers. You don't have to agree with me. Just go back and do your own research. When you see some people like them Holiday Boys, 3 of them dudes in the NBA, that's almost unheard of. The Ball brothers, 2 of them in the NBA. Man, do y'all know how hard that, what? Sometimes you can work hard and you still don't get there. Absolutely. Somebody was telling me about the EYBL, right? I think it was established in 2014, right? Then they said it's the #1 top-tiered shoe circuit league in summer basketball. They says it's the highest level. It's raining out there because it's just raining on my parade. Highest level of competition. Exposure to national recognition. 32 Nike-sponsored teams. The only Nike-sponsored summer basketball program. 48% of ESPN ranked 2028 athletes currently play on the EYBL. So Nike is 12 out of 20, 12 out of 25. Under Armour 3. Adidas 3. 40%, 47% of ESPN ranked 2027 athletes currently play EYBL. Wow. ESPN ranked 46% of ESPN, 40% of ESPN ranked 2026 athletes currently play on the EYBL. 86 EYBL athletes drafted to WNBA since 2020. 40% of athletes in the 2025 NCAA Final Four played on the EYBL. 50% of athletes, I'm just giving some information they sent to me. 50% of the athletes in 2025 WNBA draft played in the EYBL. It's just some stuff they sent me, and I'm just throwing it out there. Boy. The truth hurts, Hatter, but it is what it is. I keep telling, dude, I'm just, dude, I just hard to be there, y'all. I ain't saying you can't make it. I ain't never said you can't make it. But boy, you better have something else to do. Somebody said, hold on. I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm just, hold up, y'all. See there? I'm just going through my stuff. What time I got? Oh, I got time. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't pass anything that I wanted to share with y'all. Okay, no, I've been there. I saw this. I want to share. He said, I guess I should say the politics has to play. No, because the eye test tells me different. Watching these guys action on all levels, I agree with you about the numbers. I guess I should say the politics has to play a role. Wait a minute, what you mean by politics? You got to play a role. I don't understand what you're talking about. Tell me about politics have to play a role. Help me. It ain't enough seats, man. Dude, it's 540,000 people trying to sit in 450 seats. Bartholomew, what has that got to do with politics? Let me put that back up there. Because maybe I just can't. I don't understand what you're saying. The politics has to play a role. Why? What politics? Politics to get in the NBA? Or politics to get in college? Because the eye test tells you different. What eye test tells you different? Watching these guys actually on all levels. Evidently, you ain't. What did you mean? I mean, I don't understand what you. I don't understand what you mean. You watching these guys on all levels. What are you saying? I don't even know what you're saying. Help me out now. College is not always the answer. If you're not careful, you waste time and create debt. What are you talking about? Come on, Bartholomew. Come on quick now. You got to come back quick. You said, I guess I should say no. What do you mean politics plays a role? We have to be real with our young people and pay attention to them to help them perfect. Oh my God. Boy, you should have been here yesterday. Was you here yesterday? You didn't, boy, you got to go back and look at the show yesterday. You got to go back and look at the show yesterday, Eric Harrison, if you missed it. They took me to a place that they had me going, listen to my pastors and bringing the stuff that I learned in church on here yesterday. Because a lot of us don't understand. Because we want to blame stuff on politics. Man, sometimes you just ain't good enough. Your eye test, your problem is you're not a Division I coach and you're not an NBA GM. So your eyes really don't matter. I'm mad at the whole NFL right now. Been mad at them, but when they mess with my little young fella, you mess with Shadua, you're going to have a problem with me. I don't care. Control rankings, actually. Controlling rankings. I know. Oh, you was talking about the EYBL stuff. Yes, that's political. Yes, yeah. But that ain't, yeah. I'm just, yeah. Still got to be good. Still got to be good, because it's going to be a moment of truth. There's somebody going to come up and play against your ass. And y'all done talked about what your eyes done seen, and your eyes going to see that boy get his head tore clean off the bone. All I'm saying is, it's hard, man. But to my young players out here, saw this video, had this video. What day was this on? See, can I find it? This young girl was talking about, oh, here it is. I think that's it. I want y'all to watch this. But half of those guys aren't what? Half of the guys aren't what? They're not good. That's all right. If half of them ain't good, it's all right. It's okay. I don't have, but have. See, you're talking in incomplete sentences. I don't know what you're talking about, Cole. I'm moving on. But I saw this. Watch this.
Story time on how this Lakers player cheated on his girlfriend. So this happened back in January. I just got out of a breakup a few months prior, and I saw that there was a basketball game happening in Dallas. It was a Mavericks-Lakers game. So I Googled the Lakers roster, and I went ahead and followed this one dude that stuck out to me, and that was super cute. At the time, he didn't have any pictures of him and his girl on his page, so I assumed that he was single. Why did this man follow me back right away? And he messaged me like, hey, are you living in Dallas, or are you from there? Like, what's up? Where you stay? I was like, yeah, I live in Dallas. He was like, bet. He was like, I'm hopping on the plane right now. We're on the way to Dallas, but we play tomorrow night. But I gotta see you tonight. I'm like, okay, bet. He also said that he was gonna throw me some tickets to go to the game. I told him I'd probably just go alone, so he just sent me one. Later that night comes, he ordered me a black truck, and I went to the hotel that the Lakers were staying at. This was my first time meeting him, so whenever I got upstairs, I was super nervous, but everything was pretty cool, you know, at first. We were listening to music, we were talking, getting to know each other, you know, he was opening up, telling me stuff about his family. I know he was just making small talk. Also, I forgot to say, but he asked me if I wanted to spend the night with him. And I was just out of a breakup, so I was like, hell yeah. After small talk, he changed the music, and I was like, okay, like, I gotta bust it open now. Sorry, TMI. He was super sweet, super respectful, but one thing I'll say was I really couldn't take it, literally and physically. I'm not the type of girl just to be doing anything with anybody, you feel me? Last time I did something was something with my ex, so it really wasn't that enjoyable. So after that, you know, we just called it a night. He ordered some food, we just chilled, talked even more, and then early in the morning, he did tell me he had to get up and go practice. I ended up going home because I left a few makeup products at my house, and I needed to also get a Lakers shirt for the game because I didn't have anything. It's kind of ironic that I wore a Lakers shirt for this video, but anyways. So I get ready to go to the game, I go, and my tickets are super close. Like, I'm right behind the goal post. I think that's what it's called. The player that I was with actually was injured, so he wasn't playing that day. So the game had ended, I went home, I literally had so much fun, like, so much fun. Every time I go to an NBA game, it's always something new, like, I have a blast. The next morning, I wake up, and he's like, hey, we have another day here in the city, like, we should link up, we should go do something. I'm like, okay, bet, let's go do something. I'm down, I love it all. Guys, why was I getting ready to get dressed to go out with him? And he was like, I need to tell you something. I was like, okay, what do you need to tell me? Y'all probably know exactly where my mind went. I was like, oh my gosh, like, are you dirty? Exactly do you need to tell me? We're strangers. We're strangers. Unless, like, it was like, oh, I fuck with you, you know, but it's like, come on. Guys, this man was literally like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, why didn't you tell me? Y'all, this man is like, well, actually, I proposed to her, but we're working on things right now. I was like, what in the world? Like, what devilish activities did you just have me partake in? I'm over here thinking this is a single man. Guys, so I went to his Instagram, I did some deep digging, and I found this girl's page. I messaged her, I was like, hey girl, are you dating this guy? Because maybe she would have been like, no, and I'm like, okay, then I'm good. Y'all, why did this girl reply back to me like weeks later? She was like, yeah, why, what's up? I was like, oh, girly, whenever he was at this away game, like me and him saw each other, I did not know he had a girlfriend. This girl gonna talk about some, why are you in my phone? Just leave it alone. How long ago was it? Like, I thought you just wanted to know, Bookie. I was so confused. Like, I was confused. Like, do you not care? Y'all, she literally was like, thanks, but no thanks. Have a good rest of your day. And she blocked me. She blocked me. Like, sis, there's no way somebody's coming to me as a woman and I'm gonna be like, I don't wanna hear it. When they have screenshots, videos, everything. I think sis just honestly was there for the bag. I don't blame her, but damn, he was overly going, y'all. To this day, they're still together. He started posting her, thank goodness. So hopefully, like, he's done with the roaming around. But whenever stuff like that happens, I just remind myself, it's not athletes. It's just any man in general. Don't trust a man in general. Story time on how this Lakers player cheated on his girlfriend.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had to play that. I had to play that. Some of our basketball players, some of our kids are walking around here. Some of our Shannon Sharps and Travis Hunters are walking around here thinking these girls like they ugly ass. Excuse their uncute self. Excuse me, Lord. But before I go there, David, if you have true talent, you'll make it in the NBA. Facts. Let me get back to this. My young athletes, my young players, women and men. Y'all shouldn't be trusting anyone. She said she was talking to one of the things she said, she was talking to her ex while on the way getting black trucked over to a player's hotel. He didn't have to take her out. He didn't have to do none of that. She Googled it. Then she was willing to talk about it and expose it. She is basically telling on the player. You can do process of elimination to figure out who the player is. He was hurt on a Dallas trip. And she's not even shamed about busting and opening for real. Busting open, she busted open for a real one. Openly on a platform and telling you that she's doing it. I see where you were going, David. David, you missed the boat. You missed the boat. David, you and I'm finna put David, I'm gonna put you and this guy right here together, and y'all need to go talk. I'm gonna put you and this guy right here together, and y'all need to go talk. Y'all go email each other and y'all go talk, and then y'all come back and y'all go get some research and y'all go do some work. Just go do some work. I'm the conductor. I've just put y'all together. Y'all go do some work. You're talking to a dude that spent 30 years in this thing. You got to be talented to get in there in the NBA. You got to be. But let's go back to this girl. Let's go back to this girl, because this is important. Y'all worry about some stuff you ain't got nothing, neither one of y'all is an NBA GM, neither am I. And I just know them, but I'm not one. So we shouldn't be arguing about something that you just got an opinion about it. If if you think you're extremely talented, excuse me, DeMarcus Cousins is extremely talented right now, and his ass not in the NBA. Dwight Howard is extremely talented, one of the most talented players in the world right now. can kill you or half the people in that NBA, and he's still not in there. So his talent ain't got nothing to do with it. His talent got him there, but what you got to do something to keep you there. So y'all, you just get. But let me get back to this girl. Openly on a platform and telling you what you're doing. It's diabolical. It's insane for this beautiful young girl to be this damn stupid. Young fellas, you're in the beginning of your career. These women have no problem whatsoever telling on you. That's who I'm talking to. Doing a story time, looking for clout, even if it's at her own expense. It's going to be other women inside of her comments trying to do the same thing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So what our kids doing, because we up here talking about the politics and to get in the league. It's going to be women on the other side, players, young players. Y'all are food for them, Kira. Your food, your marks. You have got to move differently. She didn't have no remorse. You got to grow up, man. Even though you're a certain age, man, you got to grow up quick, man. They got people sending people at y'all, man. Somebody was saying the other day, he was talking about hard work. He said, hard work does not guarantee your success. It simply increases your probability of being successful. So if you don't work hard, what else do you have? Hard work guarantee you're going to play. Hard work doesn't guarantee you're going to win, but it simply increases your probability in life of being successful. But I can guarantee you this. Those who don't work hard don't get nothing day one. Man, DeMar DeRozan said something the other day that I haven't been able to get off my mind. He said on the differences between the young players now and when he came in at their age. He said he's seen a MFer put his name on Twitter search at halftime to see what they were saying about it. These guys we got in the league right now. The man at halftime saying, I'm just keep going. Somebody sent me this. I'm going back to everything they sent me because I'm kind of stockpiled because a lot of this stuff I should have gave y'all last week. And somebody sent me and said, Robert, I'm convinced that some of these sports people who write about these kids get personal checks written to them because it ain't no way some of these players y'all writing about deserve it. He said, high school politics. What my guys at Bartholomew said, high school politics. So, yeah. I seen my fair share of favors. Somebody said, I seen my fair share of favors being done. He said it all sets the kid up for failure. When they can't live up to the hype, everybody loses except the person getting paid. Then my man says, true. We had a kid come to us with so much hype, soon found out he was weak, didn't play D, was soft inside, and killed our vibe. Soon as things got tough, he quit. But kids have so many glazing write-ups, paid or people who didn't watch the actual game. Y'all, I'm serious. I've been in a game. Where somebody was writing on this player, tweeting on this player. And he said this player was cooking. And this player was terrible. This player is willing his team back into the game. I'm sitting there watching the same game. And I said, what? Let me keep going. Let me see if I find anything else for y'all that I didn't give y'all last week. It's hard out here, y'all. It's hard. I know y'all looking at me. Robert. What is this? Nah. I ain't gonna give you that. What y'all got? I know y'all waiting on me. I'm just trying to see that something that I didn't give y'all. Cause you know how you just feel that it's something that I know I didn't get because I didn't give to y'all. Oh my goodness, it was something. And I'm just keep going. I'm just going through my notes. What did I say to the nah. Y'all, when I get to laughing, I'll be going over stuff like, let me go back. But Thaddeus Moody said you saw that. Let me go. I can end. I'm gonna end a little bit on Shador. You know, if you know anything, he's going to get his shot this week. Anxious to see how he's going to do with the possibilities of more reps and due to injuries. The Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel, they got hamstrings tightness. And I've always said that these things are unpredictable. In football, all you can do is wait for your opportunity. And when it comes, you got to be legendary. He say he legendary, you got to be legendary. But somebody come back and you want to tell me, but Robert, the problem is if he does poorly, then that would set him back. If he balls out, then the comparisons to they're gonna be comparisons to you just can't win sometime, man. But I pray that he plays lights out. Gonna play this weekend. I think they start tomorrow on Thursday. I think they start against Carolina Panthers. You get a chance to hook back up with Jimmy Horn. But the young man says he's all good and returned to practice because he was out of practice from a shoulder soreness. He said constantly stopping and starting and copping and starting. He didn't have to do that in college, and it just threw his arm out of whack. They was just doing. Some about this thing just ain't right. First of all, the only person drafted him was this sorry ass team that has sorry ass history of quarterbacks, and I'm just sitting there watching it. I mean, if you just go with Cleveland, just go Google the Cleveland Browns quarterback. This is real talk. We got to give out to our kids. Everything you've been talking about is challenging us to get off our ass and make a difference. Absolutely, Eric. Man, I really do want us to get off our behinds, and we doing stuff, but it's just I just think we got more power than we got, and I want to explain some, because some guys was telling me about the Jerry Jones situation and the contract holdout stuff situation, man. Y'all, I've been went through a history of 30 years of calling us we used to be holdout artists, and I mean it's just crazy, but always remember, and we talked about Michael Parsons and Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin, I happen to know his agent, um, and and somebody gave me another point of view about it the other day, and he said something key. He said, "Not all contract robbers are the same. Not all contract holdouts are the same." He said, "The media," and I said, "Me too." The media and me, I always side with players. Have y'all ever noticed that? I never side with the owner. I always side with players. And I get it that Terry McLaurin in Washington, D.C., I'm on his side. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I don't know how much I'm on Michael Parsons' side. And I'll tell you why. I'm usually on the players' side of the players. I'm on his side, but I understand why they're doing it. I think Michael Parsons should have been traded a year ago. They could have got something for him. Because he was just, I mean, he rushed the pass and then he can't do nothing else. Ed rusher, but I thought they should have traded. The Cowboys, y'all got to realize, they are they're way behind the Eagles, and that's in their division, in their roster makeup. The Cowboys need 4 or 5 good players. Not giving all that money to one. See, I would have gotten a couple of second-round picks for Michael, maybe a first and a fourth for him. I like Michael. He's a good player, Michael. But I'm not making him the highest paid defensive end. He's not Myles Garrett. He's not Aiden Hutchinson. He's not Max Crosby. He's not TJ Watt. He's not even Nick Bosa. I like him, but I'm not going to make him that highly coveted. And because I go back and, watch CD Lamb, the dude was telling me, he said, Robert, CD Lamb was close to the top receiver rankings than Michael Parsons is on the pass rush. No, Michael wasn't wrong for talking to Jerry Jones. Somebody asked me, no, Michael was not wrong for talking to Jerry Jones. It's okay to talk to you. It's okay to talk to your owner if he asks you a question. But Michael did say, if you want to talk contract, go talk to my guy. My thing is why Jerry Jones don't want to talk to his agent. And he's just dismissing it, being disrespectful. I don't know the reason. I have no idea. I don't know if his agent had rubbed Jerry the wrong way. I don't know. Something has happened. For the man said, look, man, I don't want to talk to them, because y'all like what y'all don't understand is Jerry can talk about money all he wants to. But somebody got to structure how the money is done. Where are your escalators? Where are your voidable years? Where are your things to put in the contract? I can just come out and say, well, I gave him, I was offering him some money, but no, let's see how we're going to structure the money. It's very important. But let me get back to this. I forgot to mention Jared Verse. I think he's better. And it ain't about who's better. It's just who's time the contract. Whoever let me help y'all out. Just cause a guy make the most money don't mean he the best. Dak Prescott make money than a whole lot of quarterbacks. He ain't better than. It's just when it's your time to come up for your deal, everybody try to leapfrog everybody. So, This Jared Verse dude, this year he might be the number 2 in the league defensive end, edge rusher, maybe number 3 behind Bosa and Wyden. I forgot about, I mean, let me see, Myles Garrett and Aiden Hutchinson, they just disrupt stuff. But y'all don't realize they can also franchise Michael for 2 years. That means give him the average of the top 5 guys in his position. But he already wanted that already. But I was just thinking about this. I'm gonna give you a couple examples of the holdouts. Michael Parsons, check this out. Michael Parsons is a first-round pick, 12th pick, and he also been a Pro Bowl. So he has played up to his draft position. This is what he's supposed to be doing. You follow? The player picked after him, Rashawn Slater, first-round pick. He's been a Pro Bowl offensive tackle at I think at the Chargers. Bad dude. He has played up to his position also. And Michael does deserve a big contract. Slater got one. I'm not denying that. But I think left tackle is harder to find and it's much more valuable than an edge rusher. Left tackle after quarterback, to me, is the number 2 position in all of the league. Go look at the Niners. Go look at Kyle Shanahan and the Niners. Trent Williams doesn't play. They got the butt beat. One of the best left tackles in the league. Green Bay Packers gonna be good. They're gonna be good, Barbara. They're gonna be pretty doggone good. That little boy can play. Their quarterback can play. Love can play. But man, Jerry Jones doesn't like agents because he wants to make players believe they're family. No, it's more than that. It's more than that. Jerry Jones had dealt with agents before. We've been dealing with agents for years. How are you telling me he don't like them? What you mean he don't like them? Man, you don't like to empty the garbage, but you got to empty. Him not liking an agent ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't no family. Them boys ain't his family. I'm gonna show you why it ain't no family, Bartholomew. Show you why it ain't no family. Because when he sell that team for $10 million, ain't now one of them players gonna get a quarter. So they ain't family. Emmitt Smith ain't gonna give him a quarter. Michael Irvin ain't gonna give him a quarter. Ain't nobody no damn family. Jerry Jones hired his damn families. Y'all need to go on with that old rich white man want to be family with some black people. Y'all go on with that. I don't even want to hear that. So let me keep going. Family, put me in your will then, if I'm your family. Put me in your will. But I was thinking about this. There are a lot of guys who can rush the passer in the NFL. There's no great backup left tackles. When Rashawn Slater don't play the Chargers, that's when the Chargers was balling. Then Reggie Slater got hurt. See, the college give you 6 good pass rushers every year, edge rushers every year. Guys who they can play and they can get them in the mid rounds. There are no left tackles in the 5th round historically. No left tackles in the 5th round historically. No great ones. Of the top 30 left tackles of all time, 28 of them were first-round picks. But right now, Michael contract going into this year without even new contract would make him the 5th highest edge rusher on a cap hit. Michael getting paid $24 million right now. Some people feel it's an appropriate contract for him. But I'm finished flipping so I can get out of here. I didn't want to go overtime. But that's not Terry McLaurin. Because I was Terry McLaurin. I want to juxtapose the two. He's been a dog in the playoffs. He's been unbelievable in the regular season. He was the only bright spot before Jaden Daniels came here for this sorry ass team, the Washington Commanders. Unbelievably productive. He was a 3rd round pick. He's also widely outperformed his contract. Micah ain't outperformed his contract. Terry McLaurin, he is one of the most unrated and underpaid players in the league. Micah is paid appropriately to this point in his career. And then Washington go out and get Deebo Samuels, y'all, who is a good player, but you can't have Deebo Samuels making significant more money than Terry McLaurin. Deebo is older. Deebo has been injured more. Deebo is not as good as Terry. Go look at Terry's stats. Came in from Ohio State. It's not only that's the wide receiver factor of college football. Even the 3rd round guys like Terry be this good. Last year, he had 82 catches, 14 in the postseason. He had 3 postseason touchdowns, which was tied for the league lead. The kid is great. His holdout, supposed to. Michael, in the last 5 seasons, there's only 4 receivers who've had 1,000+ receiving yards in the last 5 years, in each of those years. Ain't but 4 of them. Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, and Terry McLaurin. And he has yet to be paid. He has wildly outperformed that contract. You got to pay guys like that. You got to play. You just got to pay guys like that. That's the difference in these 2 contract holdouts. In case you didn't know it. Okay, y'all got it. Okay, that's 2 minutes. I ain't taking 2 minutes. Barbara, thank you for coming on the show. Barbara, I don't know. Barbara, let me know who brought you onto the show. When I see a new name up there, I love it. That David at Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas up there. He got the Rockets. I know David loves David, we got to talk Rockets soon. You know, because them Rockets going to be pretty good. But y'all, I got to get out of here, man. It's raining on me, but I got some stuff I got to do. But let's see what else I got to do. I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Women Rock Wednesday tomorrow. Okay? Women Rock Wednesday, Barbara. Make sure you're here early. All right? I'm out of here. Chop Shop. Let me see. Boy, they done messed up my show ending. I'm just going to cut the show off because they done messed up my ending. I'm just going to finish like this. Watch this. Watch this. Bye-bye.